Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. Straighten up my collar. Today's topic is going to be high value man. What is a high value man? Well, that's debatable. Different places it means different things, and we will get to that right after this. Like and subscribe now during the introduction. You have to be strong enough to endure these things. You have to approach women. With today's social media, she's constantly being hit on. Women are always in the game. You have to stay focused. We are men. That's what we do. All right, let's go. High value man. What brought this on is I was having a discussion with a man on Facebook. I don't remember what his name is, and I wouldn't use it anyway here, but he was a very respectable person, and we had a really good conversation. We kind of had opposing views, although I did agree with many things on him, or what he said. He was talking about to be a high value man, you need to make at least $150,000. Well, my income is in the six figures, but I don't believe that that is the only prerequisite to be a high value man. There's a lot more things, and actually the money amount comes from the integrity, the honesty, the character of the man. Money is a byproduct of being a high value man, at least in my opinion, in the US. Now, but what a high value man is here and what it is in the jungles of the Amazon with the pygmies is two different things. Extreme, of course, but if you don't want to go quite that extreme, let's take in the country of Guatemala or Colombia or Romania or Poland. You don't need to make near that much money to be considered a high value man. Let's say you're in Ukraine and the war is going on. Does it matter how much money a man makes in that case if he has food and he has a gun and he can protect a woman? No, his value there is considered high because he is a survivor and whoever is with him is going to survive also. So my point with this gentleman was that high value really is relative to the situation, the culture, and the time, not just the dollar amount. He happened to be from California, and it's very expensive out there. But still in all, here in the U.S., we have equated high value to a dollar amount. And that's not necessarily the case. Although in the U.S., most of the provision and protection comes from how much money you make. But I would beg to differ that there are high value men that maybe make $75,000 a year, and their value would be greater than a man who makes $150 or $200, because you can make that much money and be a geek or a nerd or whatever they call it, a beta male. Now, is that considered high value just because his income is high? I don't think so, because the woman is not going to be satisfied with him. Can he protect her if someone breaks in the house at night? Well, that depends. More than likely not. Even a man like that with the gun still has a lot of fear. So what we were debating about, I suppose, was that money was a prerequisite of high value. And I'm a guy that loves money, okay? Hey, hit the PayPal donate button, Cash App, I'll take it, be grateful to get it. And I like to give money away. I like to give as well as receive, because I believe that whatever you give out in life comes back to you. Some of the greatest successes in history were the greatest philanthropists. They were the greatest givers. Now, that doesn't usually make the news, but it is a very true statement. So when it comes to high value, it's not, at least in my opinion, it's not only the dollar amount. Yes, that can be a factor, but there are many other things that factor into that. as I said, such as the character of the person, the integrity, the appearance, the physical fitness, the game the guy has, the personality, the ability to have a long-term relationship and be able to manage the family. There's just so many variables in that. Actually, too many to equate one thing such as money or game to being a high-value man. You have to have a well-rounded, how do I say it, well-rounded arsenal of these things to be considered high value, I believe. So that's all I have time for today. Thanks for joining me, and we will be back tomorrow. And appreciate the guy that was discussing that with me and gave me this topic. Take care.